What is up, you homosexuals, and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be doing chapter 2 of, the book I called Snow Academy. Stop, wait, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Follow my Instagram and Snap, and turn on my post notifications so you can notify when I'm posting video. Also, y'all can check out my brand, Enchanted. Fill out a form. We're going to do the pre-order. Link in the bio, or link in the description. Not the bio, I'm sorry. But without further ado, I'm about to stop yapping. Let's get into this video. So if y'all remember last chapter, basically Salem, Safari, and Sakura, they had got put on a mission to off the mafia leader Billie. And they met Billie at the club, or Salem met Billie at the club, and Billie gave her the ride of her life. Trust. The ride of her life. And so then afterwards, Salem tried to kill Billie. And then they got into a big ass fight. And then, Salem got shot in the leg and the thigh. So then Billie kidnapped her a little bit. And then Salem passed out in the car. And yeah, she ended up telling her sisters, find me, bitch. I'm about to get kidnapped, but find me. So that's where we left off at. So let's just jump back in. Snow Academy, chapter 2. Billie, get your ass out here. Yeah, that's what this chapter is called. Billie. I don't feel so good. I look back to see Salem unconscious. Shit, is she dead? Check her pulse, I told Zoe. She put 2 fingers on Salem's neck, and it was quiet in the car for a few seconds. She's still alive, but she lost a lot of blood, Zoe told me. I can't take her to the hospital. I'm pretty good at cleaning up wounds and shit. I fixed her up at the house, I said before starting the car. Time skip. Grab her and take her to my room quickly, I told X and Zoe as soon as we pulled up to the mansion. My parents left the mansion for Phineas and I so we could use it for all of our members. Every week we get new recruits. They only get picked if they're going to be useful to us. So far there are 253 members. Most of them stay here, but some still live in their houses. My main crew are X, Zoe, Claudia, Keem, Ski, and Phineas, of course. Ski is the only one who doesn't live in the mansion. He raps, so he has to do interviews and shit like that. X does music too, but decided to stay living with us. They grabbed her carefully and rushed inside. I grabbed my things and Salem's before walking inside too. Keem, I yell out. A couple of seconds later, he comes out of the kitchen. His eyes widen when he sees me. What the hell happened to you? He asked me. Some girl at the club tried to kill me, but I shot her, and I'm about to save her life, I told him nonchalantly. He just looked at me dumbfounded. Anyways, were things straight here? No problems? I asked him. He nods his head. I go up the stairs to my bedroom. I see they left Salem on my bed, still unconscious. Okay, let's do this. I go to my bathroom and grab the alcohol, some cotton pads, tweezers, a needle, and some thread. I wash my hands before I walk back to my bed and set the things down. I grab one of my chairs before placing it at the edge of the bed. I pulled her body towards me before grabbing the injured leg. Blood is still coming out. Bro, she's getting blood on my nice ass sheets. I sighed before grabbing a couple of cotton pads and wiping some of the blood so I could see. I poured some alcohol on the wound and her body jerked a little. I held her leg steady before grabbing the tweezers. I dug the tweezers into the open flesh, feeling around for the bullet. I hear her scream in pain and try to sit up. Lay back down so I can get this bullet out, I told her. She lets out a shaky breath. I find the bullet and got ready to pull it. I see Salem grab the sheets tightly. I grabbed the bullet out slowly and set it on a bloody cotton pad. I look back to see she isn't grabbing the sheets anymore. Salem? I called out. She doesn't respond though. She must have passed out again. I grabbed the alcohol and the needle. I pour some on the needle before grabbing the thread. I pull the thread through the needle. I pour some on the needle before grabbing the thread. I pull the thread through the needle. She's definitely gonna be screaming for this. I began sewing and Salem wakes up with a scream again. I continue though. I hear someone knock on my door. Come in, I yell out, trying to talk louder over Salem's screams. I hear the door open and see Keem and Zoe walk in. I need y'all to hold her down so I can finish, I told them. They nod and Zoe holds her leg down while Keem holds her shoulders down. Salem is crying now, but I have to finish. About 30 seconds later, I finish and Keem grabbed some scissors so I can cut the thread. I grabbed a clean cotton pad and cleaned the now sewn wound. Salem's out again. Thanks, I told them. What's gonna happen to her? Zoe asked. I shrugged my shoulders. Honestly, don't know. I didn't really think this through. She's definitely not staying in my bed, though. I grabbed some shorts and a shirt before I picked her body up and began taking her to one of the empty bedrooms on the 3rd floor. I set her down on the bed before taking off her dress carefully. Why does she have lipstick in between her boobs? I let out a little laugh before taking off her boots, too. I put my clothes on her and put her under the covers before closing the door and going back to my room. Salem. Friday, February 18th, 2022. I sat up quickly, panting. What the hell? I look around me and see I'm in a nice-ass room. I pull the blanket off and notice I'm not wearing my dress anymore. I get ready to stand up, but I feel pain in my thigh. I hiss and look down at it. There's dry blood on it and some stitches. I only remember talking in the car with Billy, Zoe, and X. Everything else after that is a blank. Where am I? I need to get up. I slowly stood up and made my way to the door. I finally got to it and opened it slowly. I take in my surroundings. There are a lot of doors going left and right. I decided to limp until I reached some stairs. I let out a sigh before descending the stairs carefully. I walk slowly to make sure I don't fall and not put too much pressure on my injured leg. When I reached the bottom, I saw a lot of people passing through the halls. What the hell is this place? Someone passes me and I stop them. Excuse me? I said to them, causing them to turn around. My jaw drops at her a little. She was beautiful. She had on a black lingerie top that had strings going to her knees, black leather pants with a black loose jacket, and her hair straight. I couldn't tell if it was her real hair or not, but it didn't matter. She still looked good. Her brown eyes just looked at me with a smile as I looked at her, unable to talk. Like what you see? She asked with a smirk. She had a little accent as she spoke. I blushed and looked down with a smile. I do, yeah. But I was gonna ask if you could tell me what this place is. I asked her. She nods before answering. It's the O'Connell mansion. Billie Eilish really kidnapped me. Wow. I scoff and shake my head in disbelief. Where the hell is Billie? I asked her, irritated. Follow me, she simply said before walking to the right. I followed her before she stopped in front of a door that slightly cracked open. Red lights shine through the crack. The girl turned to me with a smile. This is her room. I'm Anastasia, by the way, but you can call me Stassi. She said to me. I'm Salem. Thanks, by the way. She nodded before walking away. I pushed the door open and walked in slowly. The room is lit up red with a huge bed against the wall. It has a dresser across from the bed with a big-ass TV hanging above the dresser. There are 2 doors across from each other. The door diagonal from the bedroom's entrance is also slightly open. I limp in and go sit on the bed facing the dresser. Billie, get your ass out here, I yell slightly. The door to my right opens and I see her walk out with a towel covering her body. Her black hair is wet and sticking to her skin. Her beautiful blue eyes found mine. Salem. Sleeping Beauty awakes, she chuckles. I roll my eyes at her. What the hell happened? I remember being in your car, then everything went blank. She walks over to the door and flips the light switch, making the room light up. She then walks to a door diagonal from the room's entrance. You passed out in the car, so I brought you here and stitched you up. You should really be thanking me. As she talks, she opens the door and walks in. I catch a glimpse of clothes inside and see it's You kidnapped me. Why should I thank you for anything? I snapped at her. She turns around to look at me. You do realize that you literally tried to kill me? You're lucky I didn't kill you instantly or let you bleed out. Don't forget the fact that I gave you a nut too, she says harshly with her grabbing the shirt off the hanger. She is right though. My eyes whiten at a thought. What's today? I yell slightly. The 18th. My jaw drops and Billie just looks at me confused. I've been out for 3 days? I yell, panic in my tone. Yes, chill. I got your dress fixed and shit, so don't start tripping about that, Billie said nonchalantly. Sakura and Safari probably think I'm dead. Where's my phone? I questioned quickly. Why? I rolled my eyes at her question. Because my sisters probably think I'm dead, so where's my fucking phone? I gushed out quickly. Billie eyes me for a couple of seconds, probably to see if I'm lying or not. She finally walks out of the closet and over to a nightstand by her bed and opens the drawer. She pulls my phone out before handing it to me. I quickly unlock it and with Face ID before going to the phone app. I call Sakura and it rings twice before she answers. Salem, is that you? I heard her say. She sounded worried. Yeah, I'm sorry I've been in like a coma for the past 3 days. I woke up about an hour ago, I told her. Billie walked to the closet. We thought you were dead, she told me sadly. I would have been, but Billie actually saved me, so yeah. I sensed Billie looking at me from her closet. Where are you? I heard Safari in the background. I let out a soft sigh. I have no idea, I replied honestly. I need to explore though so I can let them know. Then they can come get my ass so we can kill Billie. You know the deal, Salem. We'll keep looking for you. I love you. We'll talk soon. I love you too. After that, Soccer hangs up the phone and I look to see Billie walking out of the closet, fully dressed. Her outfit. How'd you find my room? Billie asks, licking her lips while staring at me. Don't get distracted, Salem. A fine-ass girl named Anastasia brought me. I stopped her in the hallway and asked where you were. Billie ticked at that. Fucking newbie, she mumbled, which made me confused. She noticed and elaborated for me. If any of my members see someone they don't recognize, they are supposed to kill them. Anastasia is new, but she was told that rule. I'm gonna be on her ass now, Billie explained. That makes sense now. I shrugged and lay back in the bed. So how long do you plan on keeping me kidnapped? I asked Billie. Until you give me the info I need, then I might kill you, she replied nonchalantly. I sat up and looked at her with a slight smirk on my face. I'm too fine to kill Billie. We both know this. She just rolls her eyes at me. I lay back down and closed my eyes briefly for a few seconds. When I open my eyes, I see Billie leaning against the dresser with her phone up to her ear. Yo, Fen, she woke up, so I need you to come check out her leg. She looks at me while she talks. That must be her brother, Phineas. Alright, she says before hanging up the phone. Phineas doesn't say anything to me as he walks into the room. I sit up and pull my shorts up a little bit. He kneels down and examines it for a good 30 seconds. He turns to look at Billie and nods. She's good, but make sure you wrap it so it doesn't get infected, he said, and I nodded. Billie says nothing, but I see her walk back over to her closet and look for something. Awkward. Awkward tension is high between Phineas and me. I mean, I did try to kill his sister and shit, so understandable. She walks out with a pair of shorts and a shirt. She threw it at me along with some socks. Get in the shower, eat some food, and chill. I'm gonna be gone for a few hours doing shit, but when I come back, we gotta talk, Billie says before licking her lips. I just shrugged. One problem. I don't remember where my room is. This place has too many rooms. Billie nodded before responding. Just take a shower in here and I'll show you when I get back. She then turned her attention to Phineas. Finn, when she's ready, can you help her to the kitchen? The ginger nodded and smiled at his sister. The smile was definitely fake. I could see right through it. Alright, I gotta go, but let me know if anything happens. With that, Billie walked out of her bedroom and down the stairs. Phineas and I looked at each other very awkwardly. I cleared my throat and moved to stand. Yeah, I said, motioning towards the bathroom. I grabbed my phone and walked into the bathroom, shutting the door after me, not waiting for his response. I turned around and my jaw is across the room. Her bathroom is fucking sick as fuck. It's so huge too. That's what she said. I chuckled a little at my thoughts. Straight ahead is a big Mona Lisa on her wall, though this one has her eyes covered in an old letter design across her chest. I liked it. It looked nice. To my right, there's a huge ass space that has a sink to the left, and across from the sink, there's a pretty decent sized shower. Past the sink and shower is another closet. Damn, how many closets she got? The sink is long and has a marble effect on the counter. Right next to it, there's a cabinet that has hygiene products like tampons and stuff. There's also some plants on the countertop. Next to the cabinet, there's another one, but it's bigger. It has towels and rags inside. Now onto the shower. It's transparent glass, and there's a bench beside it. Inside it's marbles and has a few shelves with body wash and stuff. Above is a rectangular shower head on the wall. There's another shower head, but this one is movable. Below it is the knob and a smaller faucet. I walk into the closet and see a bunch of shoes along the wall. To the left and to the right, a lot of clothes. Well, damn, shawty rich. And then the bathroom. That's a nice ass fucking bathroom. I need that bathroom, actually. That shit's spacious. I walk into the closet, and on the right side of the bathroom, there's a mini hallway. I follow it, and on my left, there are two sliding doors showcasing the toilet. There's another sink in front of it with another plant and a hand soap and mirror. To the right, there's a sick ass bathtub in the floor. Steps leading up above the tub is a black shower head in the ceiling. What the fuck? She's living the dream. I bet nobody else's room looks like this either. Bro, y'all see that tub? The tub is in the floor. That's like a jacuzzi. I need that. I decided to stop looking around and get in the shower. I turned on the shower to get it to heat up and go grab a rag and towel. I placed the towel on the bench and stripped Billy's clothes off of me. I stood under the water and let out a pleasurable sigh. This water feels so good. After about 20 minutes, I got out and grabbed my towel to dry my body. While in the shower, I used a Dove Sensitive and Unscented body wash that was there. I also washed my hair, which was definitely needed. I went to the bigger cabinet to grab a smaller towel for my hair. After drying off, I looked into some of the drawers in the sink for some toothpaste and a toothbrush. I found a pack of new toothbrushes and opened it to grab one before grabbing the toothpaste too. I brushed my teeth thoroughly before grabbing a face cleanser and washing my face. I applied some moisturizer, then looked for some lotion. I found some cocoa butter and applied it all over my body. In one of the bottom drawers, I found a blow dryer with a diffuser. I diffused my hair to add more volume. I need some underwear and a bra. I leave the bathroom and go to Billy's dresser. I open them till I find one with some boxers. I'm assuming she likes wearing these and they're clean, so I slide them on. I look back at the clothes she gave me and they're not really my style. I'll just look for something else. I walk into her closet and see a shitload of clothes. I look around until I put something together. Fit is tea. Fit is tea. I spotted some slides by her door and decided to slip them on since I didn't know where my heels are and I don't want to wear them anyways. I grabbed my phone before opening Billy's door and walking out. I spot Phineas a few feet away. He notices me and walks over. Hey, I said awkwardly. He just nods. He then extends his hand and I accept it and we start descending the stairs. So like, my bad for trying to kill your sister and shit. I told him as we walked. Well, I mean, you didn't and she didn't kill you, which is weird. She even went to the room to check on you frequently. I guess it's water under the bridge. My face scrunched up when he said she came to check on me. I tried to kill her. Why would she do that? I nod at Phineas with a slight smile. We reach the bottom of the stairs and I see the front door straight ahead of us. To my left is a living room and on my right is a kitchen and a dining room. There are hallways which I'm assuming leads to bedrooms. He lets go of my hand. We walk over to the kitchen and I see Zoe and another girl laughing on the aisle in the middle. Zoe looks over at me, her eyes go wide. We thought you were like in a coma or some shit, Zoe says to me and I chuckle. I'm a bad bitch, y'all can't kill me, I say cockily, flipping my hair over my shoulder. That causes Zoe and the other girl to chuckle. I remember Zoe trying to help me out in the car. I have to thank her. Thank you, by the way, for trying to save my life and shit. I told her honestly. She nodded and sent me a smile. Of course, she responded. Phineas decides to speak up, scaring me a bit. Claudia, this is Salem. Salem, this is my girlfriend, Claudia. I moved to shake her hand with a smile, which she reciprocated. Nice to meet you. You're so pretty, by the way, I told her. She really was. I loved her outfit, too. It was cute. Her outfit. Which it is a cute fit. Thank you. Wait, that's all you, but thank you. She smiled at me and it would look genuine. Where's there to eat? I'm starving, I announced, laughing a little. You can look in the fridge for something. It's not a lot, though. We still have to go shopping, Zoe said. I give her a nod before walking over to the refrigerator. They go back to the conversation and Phineas joins them. I open the fridge and look around until I spot some fruit. I could make a fruit bowl. I shrug and decide to make one. I grab the strawberries, apples, pineapples, and grapes before setting them on the counter next to the fridge. Do you have a cutting board? And where are the knives and bowls? I asked no one in particular. They turned to face me and Claudia came over to grab the things for me. Thanks. She smiles at me and goes back over to Phineas and Claudia and Zoe. I began cutting up my fruit. About 10 minutes later, I finished and found a spoon to eat with. I was on my way to the table when I heard my name. I turned around and saw it was Claudia that called me. I walked over to them and set my bowl down on the aisle. So like, how old are you and stuff? Zoe asked me curiously. Before I can respond, a voice from behind interrupts. Yo, who this? A no recruit? The brown-skinned man asked. His hair was in about 6 braids and he had some facial hair. He was wearing a white shirt with a blue design on it, dark navy pants, some blue and white Nike Forces, a Cuban on his neck, and a Rolex on his wrist. He had a tattoo on his arm, but I couldn't make out what it was. Nah, she tried to kill Billy at the club the other night, Zoe stated to the guy. His face shows realization. Oh shit, you're the girl that Billy had brought in. You had blood all over the floor and shit. He laughs while saying the last part. The one and only. I do a little bow before speaking, resulting in everyone laughing. That was some brave shit though, not gonna lie. Everybody was too scared to try and mess with her. I like your style though. It's fire. That's like one of the best compliments anyone could give me. Thank you, bro. I be trying. I laugh a little. I'm Salem, by the way. And to answer your question, Zoe, I'm 21, a Scorpio. I have 2 sisters, and I drive a sexy black and pink Lambo. I told them, let me see what the car looks like. Phineas asks. I nod and pull my phone out of my sweatpants pocket. I look through my photos before finding a picture. I show everyone, and they all, ooh, it. I noticed that there are a lot of people that live here. There's people walking around everywhere. What do your sisters look like? The unnamed boy asked. Oh, and my name Keem, by the way. I nodded before finding a picture of them. I found 2 and showed Keem. His eyes widened. Damn, they both fine as hell, but the first one is breathtaking, he exaggerates. He's talking about Sakura. I mean, she is single. He is basically her type. Shit, I could play matchmaker. The beautiful black queens. Love that. Wait, I want to see. Claudia whines. I show everyone else, and Claudia and Zoe gas. They're so pretty. God definitely has favorites. What the fuck? Claudia says in disbelief. I'll let them know you said that. I smiled at her. We start talking about music as I eat my bowl. Fruit bowl. Billy. What's up, Jake? You got my money? I was currently doing a drop right now with one of my regulars. I had left the mansion 30 minutes ago. I got like 10 drops to make today. Salem woke up today, which surprised me. When she was out, I would go in and check on her. It's not like I gave a fuck about her or anything. I just felt the need to do so. I'm glad she survived, though, for 2 reasons. 1, she can tell me why the fuck she tried to kill me. 2, it wouldn't hurt to keep her around for a little bit. She could possibly be a new gang that needs to take out a black devil, as they call me. I think they call me that because of my hair, and I'm intimidating as hell. So I've been told. Yeah, I do. Here, Jake's still handing me a bag of money while sniffing his nose. He mostly buys cocaine, and I have the best in LA. I charge $1,000 for a gram. A bit pricier than others, but it is worth it. About 300 people buy from me in just a week, so I make a lot. We do heists and shit, too, so we're kind of rich. I grab the money and count it. He wants 3 grams, so there's 3,000 here. I hand him the little baggies, and he thanks me before walking away. About 3 hours later, and I'm done. I made 20,000 today alone. I walk into the mansion and saw Zoe, Salem, Claudia, Keem, and Finn on the couch asleep. I guess that means they like her. I see a lot of members walking around, but Anastasia catches my attention. Yo, Anastasia, come here real quick. I must have scared her because she jumped slightly at my voice. She walks over to me with a smile on her face. Why the fuck did you bring Salem to my room? I told you the rules. If there's someone that you don't know in the house, shoot to kill, I tell her. She go up to look down. I'm sorry, I forgot, she stuttered. I roll my eyes. You're off the hook this time, but next time, I'm not so sure. I I'm not gonna try to say that word again. At her. She nodded quickly. I dismissed her and went to wake Salem up. She looked up at me confused. We need to talk, remember? Her face lit up in realization and she nodded before getting up. First of all, those are not the clothes I gave you. Salem just shrugged. I didn't like them, so I put my own outfit together. By the way, your room is cool as fuck, especially the bathtub. Oh my god, Salem exclaimed, looking around my room. Who do you work for? I questioned her. She rolled her eyes at me. I'm not telling you, so you might as well not ask, she responded, a hint of annoyance in her tone. What's your sister's names, and what's your last name? Before responding, Salem moves from a sitting position to lying on her back looking at my bedroom ceiling. Sakura and Safari and Murana, she stated. How old are you? She didn't hesitate to answer. Old enough to buy a drink. I rolled my eyes in annoyance. Bro, stop playing. I'm not fucking kidding right now. She rolls her eyes at my seriousness. Okay, chill. I'm 21. Salem. I told her my sister's names because if she does a background check, which I'm certain she will, she won't find anything. Like I said before, Snow Academy is disguised as a private school because of this exact reason. Are we done now? I'm tired, I complained. For now. I nodded before standing up. I need help getting to my room, I told her. She got up as well and led the way. Getting to my temporary room was not as confusing as I made it out to be. Thanks, Bill. Good night. I don't wait for her response. I just closed the door and then collapsed on my bed, drowning everything out. Billy. Bill? Nicknames already? After taking Salem back to her room, I went back downstairs to wake up Zoe, but to my surprise, she was already awake. Found her in the kitchen stuffing her face full of Doritos. "Oh, hey, Bill," she struggled to say. I just shook my head with a chuckle. "I need you to run a background check on Salem," I told her. "All right, but I do like her, so I think we should keep her around." "It's only been a couple of hours," Zoe shrugs. "I don't know. She has a likable personality." I mean, she has a point. "Do the check and show me tomorrow. I'm about to call Jasmine." Zoe rolls her eyes at the mention of Jasmine. She doesn't like her at all. It's understandable, though. Jasmine is annoying as hell. She's too clingy and self-centered. The only reason she's still here is that she's one of the best distractions we have when we do our robberies, and her head game is decent. "Good night, Zoe." She tells me good night, too, and I walk up to my room. I pull out my phone and call Jasmine. "Hi, baby, what's up?" I roll my eyes at the pet name. "How many times do I have to tell you stop calling me that, bro? Anyways, come to my room." I take my shoes off as I talk. "I'm at the store right now, but I'll be there soon." Alright, I hung up the phone and put it in my pocket. I might as well take a shower while I wait. I walk into the bathroom and hop into the shower. After about 10 minutes, I get out and wrap my towel around my body and wrap a taller, smaller one around my head. I walk out and find Jasmine laying on my bed on her phone. Thank God I did not want to wait any longer. "Come here," I told her, and she got up and walked over to me. Our lips connected in a heated kiss. I walk us over to the bed as she takes off both